Hi, this is Michael McKenzie, and this is a demonstration of using text-to-text generation of a language model to generate crossword puzzles. My grandmother loves crossword puzzles and always finishes the ones in the newspaper very quickly, so she ends up doing random puzzles on the internet which vary in quality and are not as satisfying. Thinking like a crossword puzzle creator, it seems laborious for me to have to come up with different clues and hints over and over. Also, if you want to make a crossword puzzle about a specific topic, you must first have some understanding about that topic, which takes extra time. The idea was to utilize the giant pool of data language models have on various topics to enable someone to generate as many crossword puzzles as they want on any topic they choose, without requiring a human to manually derive the answers and clues. The usage of the website is pretty simple. Choose a topic you want to generate a crossword puzzle for. More popular topics will work better since it is more likely that the model has been trained on data pertaining to that topic, while more niche topics will have varying results since it is less likely for the model to have seen that topic. For example, a topic like history will have good results since there is a high likelihood that the language model we are using has a lot of data about history, while I would expect a niche topic like the history of blindfolded juggling in Italy to have worse results. You can also choose a number of clues to generate, aka the size of your puzzle, as well as choosing the difficulty of the puzzle. Choosing the hard difficulty results in more challenging hints. Once you're ready, hit submit, and generating the puzzle does take some time, but I promise it is worth the wait. And remember, it is still magnitudes faster than manually generating a puzzle. Now our puzzle is generated and we can start solving. The puzzle itself will show at the beginning of the page, while the answers for the puzzle will show at the bottom of the page under a dropdown. The website is a simple Flask application where we take the user inputs of topic, number of clues, and difficulty and pass them to the language model. The language model in return gives us a string similar to this test string, where we have answers and clues separated by a space and each answer clue pair residing on a new line. This string is then given to our crossword puzzle generator to then generate a puzzle based off the answers and clues. Once the crossword puzzle is generated, we can render a new page with the crossword puzzle and the crossword puzzle answers. The model we are using is the late 2023 version of Google's Gemini Pro model. I would prefer to use OpenAI's GPT-4 or GPT 3.5, but as that requires a paid subscription and Google offers 60 free queries per minute, I chose Gemini for this thought experiment. In my experience, the OpenAI models perform better at giving the desired result and following all of the rules I prescribe in the prompt. By desired result, I mean more interesting and challenging clues and importantly, relevant clues to the chosen topic. For example, we configure the model to have a temperature parameter of 0.95 as we are targeting creative and randomized clues so that you can generate a new crossword puzzle for the same topic and not get the same clues and answers. The total prompt given to the model consists of three main parts. The main prompt, with our chosen difficulty level and topic, a set of rules for the model to follow for generating the result, and positive examples of the desired result. The main prompt is pretty simple. We're just saying generate a hard, medium, or easy difficulty crossword puzzle on the topic of blank trivia. The rules are important to tell the model the structure of the result. How many pairs we want, aka the size of the crossword puzzle. The format of the result. We want single word answers. Each clue should be a phrase or a sentence. We don't want the answer appearing in the clue. And finally, don't repeat the same answer twice. Lastly, we have some positive examples of a desired result if the topic was Harry Potter. I engineered this prompt based from the prompt design strategies detailed on the Google Generative AI documentation, which can be found here. Originally, I also had negative examples of what not to generate, as I found the Gemini model struggles with following all of the rules I prescribed. But after reading the documentation, I learned that this is an anti-pattern, and we only want to give the model positive examples. It appears that the model does not have a guaranteed way of keeping positive and negative pairs separate in the generation process, and adding negative examples will only confuse the model. After we've generated the clues and hints, we need some way to actually generate the crossword puzzle structure. It isn't exactly trivial to create an interesting crossword puzzle, as you must be aware of the space and direction a word takes up, and ideally, a more interesting crossword puzzle has more letter intersections, which cause more problems if you have two words that don't have matching letters at the intersection. Since my project wasn't mainly about creating crossword puzzles, I turned to use a Python package or an API to generate the puzzle itself. To my surprise, it was difficult to find a suitable Python package that would generate a nice looking crossword puzzle graphically on my Windows machine. There are, however, many websites that allow you to generate crossword puzzles given answer clue pairs. Since I have experience with the Selenium web scraper package, I turned one of these websites into a simple API that I could use to generate my crossword puzzles. Shout out to crosswordlabs.com. The scraper is pretty simple. We use a headless Chrome driver to send our model outputs as inputs to the website and hit the submit button to create a crossword puzzle. We then download the crossword puzzle and the crossword puzzle answers as PDFs to display them on the website. Turning someone's website into an API would most likely not be a suitable approach for a large product with many users, but as this is a non-profit for fun project with low usage, I don't expect it having any impact on the actual website. By the time you're viewing this video, this website may or may not still be up, as the target for this project was free, but I did end up having to pay $5 to host the website, as I need to access the external Crossword Labs website to generate the crossword puzzle. And accessing external websites on the Python Anywhere hosting service requires a paid subscription. However, if I found a different way to generate the crossword puzzle without needing to access an external website like a custom generator or a package, then I could host this entirely for free as long as the Google Gemini model also stays free. Regardless, I think this experiment is a good demonstration of the power of generative AI models in handling non-trivial workloads to improve everyday life. I hope that these large companies can keep some free language model options on the market so that anybody can use these powerful tools for their own projects.